All right, warm greetings. We're going to work on some stances today. And so we're going to start off with the crane stance. Now, every Kung Fu begins with strong stances. So let's get started. I'm going to use weights for my legs, but feel free to do your own. Uh, do it without weights. So we're going to start with the left leg. And we'll just lift. And you can just have a level, or you can lift it as high as you feel comfortable. So I'm gonna start. My timer has already started. I'll let you know when we get halfway there. Just focus on your breathing. Inhale and long exhale. Inhale and long exhale. Again, you just want to have your leg at parallel, or you could put a glass of water on it to hold it. This is excellent for kicks, and this is actually where your kicks start, with a strong foundation and platform leg. No need to move, just focus. Pull your shoulders down and back. Keep your elbows close to your body. Make sure your hands are close by your chest. And we're coming up on 2 minutes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And go ahead and let that foot down. Go ahead and switch sides. Lift up. Now I'm gonna lift up my right leg this time. Again, just focus. Inhale and exhale. Try to relax as much as possible. Of course, you're going to feel that burn, but that's good. It's temporary. After a few weeks, you won't feel a thing. Then you can start adding weight if you want to. Again, having a strong stance is the foundation of Kung Fu. Just look off into the distance. You can focus on something, maybe your favorite tree off in the distance. Or if you want a real challenge, you can try closing your eyes. I'm not going to close my eyes this time, but periodically I like to challenge my balance by closing my eyes to see how long I can hold it. But it starts with just the basic stance, building the muscles and the endurance. All right, we're coming upon a little over halfway. Actually, we're coming towards the end. Got about 20 more seconds here. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let that foot down. Now we're going to transition into what's called hanging horse. This one, you may not require the weights. And don't worry about the weights even if you don't have them. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this palm and grab the inside of the left leg. You're going to pull it up, almost like a hamstring stretch, except you're going to lean forward as far as you feel comfortable. Tuck the hip and just hold this position. You'll notice that as you start to relax, you can go down a little bit further. This is good for the quad. It's also a good stability pose. If you do Tai Chi, there's a particular motion where the sword points down and the leg points up, hanging horse. Yep, this one's a bit challenging, but if you fall out like I just did, just go ahead and get back in. Okay, and coming upon the last 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Get back in there. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. I definitely had better days. That's okay. Just gotta, it's a good way to work out the kinks. Okay, so let's do the other side. Gonna do this for about close to 2 minutes. Okay, just remember your breathing. The long exhales allow your muscles to relax, and you'll find that you can hold it and go a little bit further. Hanging horse. Inhale and exhale. Again, if you fall out, just get back in. There's no shame. It's all about progress, not perfection. It took me months to even get to this point. It's been a while since I've done these, actually. Decided to do them to give you guys another exercise you can do to build up your functionality at home. Okay, see, I just fell out again. Got to get back in there. Sometimes it can be a challenge to talk and do this at the same time. Okay, I'm coming upon the last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it down. Okay, the next one we're going to do is what's called the cat stance, which is important for transitioning. If you know the how to transition from what we call a triangle step or a crescent step, it's also good for transition for coming up for kicks. So basically, you're going to strengthen the glute muscle here. So the cat stance looks like this. You're going to lower yourself, soften your standing knee. And this toe is the empty leg. And you just place it down on the ball of the feet. And we're going to hold it there for about, we'll do about a minute and a half here. So this one, you can bring your hands right by your hips. And you want to try to make sure you feel the tension along the side of the leg and in the glute muscle. That's where you're going to feel it the most. You better like lift that empty leg up. So this is a good exercise to train you to know how your body feels when you shift the weight completely to one leg, especially useful for Tai Chi. This is deceptively challenging. It's good for the knee. It stretches the Achilles. Well, not really stretches it, but it conditions the Achilles. We definitely don't want to stretch our tendons. We just want to get them stronger. But it will help develop the tendon strength in the Achilles, as well as the flexibility in the ankle. Also, it helps with the knee too. Helps to strengthen the knee area. Because all of your weight is on that leg. Sometimes what you can do is you can practice going up and down, practicing that empty leg. Okay. So we're coming upon our last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come up and we'll switch to the other side. Again, just lower your weight as low as you feel comfortable. And place this toe down here. Bring the hands back, shoulders down and back, elbows in, and hold here. It's a good endurance exercise. Now, normally, for maintenance, for me, and also due to the fact that my time is limited, I am a professor, so I have to go to work. I do this for conditioning to make sure I keep my endurance up and my foundational strong. So I would say like 2-minute crane stance, 2-minute hanging horse, and 2-minute cat stance. It's pretty good to do maybe at least once a week, twice a week if you have the time. The last one we're going to do, we're going to hold it for about 5 minutes. That's the horse stance. Most traditional arts have that, and there's a reason. It strengthens your foundation, your legs, helps to open your hip up. It's a good meditation as well. Now again, if you're just starting this, you're going to feel the burn. You're definitely going to feel that. But if you've been doing this for a while, it turns into a nice kind of meditation. But it's still good to keep the muscles and the tendons conditioned, even as a seasoned martial artist. So now we're coming upon the last 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come up and go ahead and shake that out if you want. Now, the last one we're going to do is the horse stance. What I like to do for the horse stance, because my legs are pretty conditioned, I usually throw on about a 60-pound weight jacket and I hold it for about 5 minutes. So if you're new to this, you don't need the weight jacket. You can just hold it for 5 minutes. All right. Let me just adjust my timer here for a second. Make sure we Actually, for this one, let's just do 3 minutes, just in case you guys are new to this. So let's see here. We got, all right, so feet together, bring the hands down, go open up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you could do a sort of a semi-high horse, or you could go a little bit lower. Couple tips here. If you're conditioned, you can turn the toes in and push the knees out, tuck the hip if you feel comfortable. If not, work your way up to it. Go ahead and turn the toes out slightly so your knees kind of track over your toes, and then lower yourself. Once you feel pretty comfortable doing that after doing it a few weeks or months, you can start to lower yourself. Then you start bringing those toes in so they're parallel, right? And when you do that, you want to push the knees out, back straight, okay? And keep the hands here. And most of all, relax. So 3 minutes, and we'll focus on our breathing. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, the trick is we want to get our muscles to relax. So long exhales are good for this. You go ahead and continue on your own. Always thinking, what can I show them today that they can do at home to develop a foundation? These foundational exercises and this and my other videos, you'll find in most systems. So once you find a good teacher, a good sifu that you can uh, work with, I think he'll be impressed that you have the foundational aspects down and just you're serious, because you do this on your own and they won't have to worry about you practicing, which seems to be a challenge when you get students. They love the classes, but when you tell them, okay, now you go practice on your own, do this another 200-300 times, that's when things start to fall apart. You really see who's committed. So I've been doing this over 30 years. I love it. It's part of my lifestyle. Wouldn't give it up for the world. In fact, one of the things I'm attempting to do as I begin to work on the exit plan for my other vocation, which is a university professor, I'm going to phase that out and start taking on more students and working more with my own sifu. I still have a sifu who's still around. Always something to learn. But I am looking for students. If you're interested and you're out in California, let me know. I'm close to Long Beach. I work out in Carson, but hit me up in the chat or the comment if you're interested. All right, looks like we're coming upon our last minute. Thank you guys for sticking with me. You can use this video to follow along again, or you can just set your timer for 2 minutes each position. And you can set the 3 to 5 minutes for the hung guard horse stance. Now, over time, if you're a beginner, you want to gradually increase the time in the horse stance. You start out with, say, 3 minutes, and then maybe next time, I would say within a month, maybe do 3 minutes, 30 seconds, and after another month, 4 minutes, and finally up to 5 minutes. In the olden days, they used to do this for a long time. But we're in a modern society. No one has time to sit in the horse stance for 20 to 30 minutes unless you're being tested. Uh, Traditional tests, you do have to endure a long horse stance and stuff. But for the most part, just to keep the muscles conditioned, keep the hips open and the legs strong, 5 minutes once a week is pretty good once you feel comfortable sitting here. And you'll see the difference when you start to work on your forms, when you start to move. Notice you're a lot lighter on your feet. You can control your movements a lot more. So let's see, we're coming upon last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to go ahead and close up. And we're going to finish our session here. Thank you for joining me. Let me know how this works out for you. I'll see you again next time.